Hi, warriors. Travis here, and welcome back to our adventures with the Hardcore Warrior.
Hello.
Today, we are in Hammerfall, guys. We learned how to craft heavy rune cloth bandage last episode, which is the final bandage we can learn in Vanilla WoW. Happy we got that here. And today, we are heading up to the Hinterlands. That is the plan, just north of us, to do a little bit of questing, maybe hit level 51 here. We have a few quests to do. I picked up some in Feralus and some in Tanaris that have us go up to the Hinterlands, so I thought it'd be a good idea to head up there. I hope you guys are doing well today. I'm doing pretty good, all right. The Leafs got smoked by the Panthers. It reminded me a lot of Game 5. We lost 6-1. It was a beatdown. A lot of fans were leaving the game. Just, it's sad to see. Some people were throwing beer and jerseys on the ice. It's always, not a good thing to see. But I'm not upset at all with the team. They're playing the defending champions. They got to Game 7. That team is pretty damn deep. They added some pretty solid pieces during the deadline or around the deadline. They got Brad Marchand. They got Seth Jones, the guy who, got the first goal in Game 7. Seth Jones was a great add. Same with Brad Marchand, but Seth Jones, he was a big factor in that game. They're just a really deep team. And they're tough to beat. I'm not going to be surprised if they go back to the Stanley Cup final. They are my favorite now to make it out of the East. I think they'll beat the Hurricanes. And then it's going to be quite the battle between the Oilers and the Stars. Both are solid teams. But we could see, a repeat of last year's Stanley Cup final, which was the Panthers versus the Oilers. But it's going to be a tough road for the Oilers. They're playing two teams that don't have to deal with state income tax, which is, it's kind of like an OP. It's kind of like an advantage teams that live in those states have, because the NHL has a hard salary cap, which means the salary cap is the same for everybody if you can't go over it. Which is good for growing the game, but teams that, don't have state income tax or just have better taxes than others, players tend to want to play in those places because they make more money. It's like sort of like a hidden incentive almost, but it's not really hidden. Everybody knows about it. But those teams tend to do well. The Vegas Golden Knights, Dallas Stars are one of them. Tampa Bay Lightning went on a tear 2020, 2021, I believe. Won a couple cups. Last year's champions were the Florida Panthers, so it looks like they might win another one too. So it's clearly a pretty big advantage in the NHL. And no other, sports league in North America that's considered the best in the world, like the NBA, NFL, Major League Baseball, they all have a soft cap where teams are able to spend above the salary cap, but they do pay like a penalty. Their owners just have to cough up more money, right? I think that's much better than what the NHL is doing, and I hope they eventually change it. But I think they're going to keep it that way for a while until they feel like they've sort of caught up with the MLB, NFL, and NBA. Because their players do get paid the least out of the four. But it's a big advantage. So if your favorite team's in any one of those states, like Texas, Nevada, or Florida, they'll probably be pretty good. And that's probably one of the reasons why Florida's team's so deep is because of that. But they're a good team. You know what I mean? It's not just... They're not just winning because of the state income tax, but they're a good team, right? And they have good players, and they're deep. They're not really overpaying anyone, I would say. They're well built. So the Leafs bringing them to 7 games, you know, shout out to them. Anything could have happened, right? The first period was 0-0, and then the second period, they just blew us up. But that's enough about hockey. For now. I've been watching a little bit of Andor. Season 2, I checked that out. Big fan of Season 1. I will say I liked Season 1 more than Season 2, but Season 2 is pretty good. And I think it's one of the better trilogies you can watch for Star Wars. And the trilogy I'm talking about is you watch Andor Season 1, then Andor Season 2, and then you watch Rogue One. Because that's pretty much what Andor is. It's the build up to that movie. Yeah, awesome show. They did a good job. A little slow. I'd say it's a little slower than the previous season, but I think it needed to be slow. A few things they needed to explain, but it all came together in the end. Like it's sort of that feeling of like where is this leading to? Like, what's the point of this? And then eventually you're like, oh, okay, now I see why they're doing all this. Hopefully I didn't spoil anything there, but if you've never watched Andor or Rogue One, I recommend starting with Andor. Season 1 and then working your way up to Season 2 and then check out Rogue One. Pretty good Star Wars entertainment if you're into Star Wars. I would recommend it. So what do we got to do with these grim... We got to make a grim message here. Let's check out that quest. Place the grim message. The Witherbark Trolls are once allies to the Horde. These albies here. Yeah, trolls were once allies to the Horde, but they betrayed Thrall, and that must be punished. Here, take my pike and go to the hinterlands far to the north. Find it in the northeast of Terran Mill. A village held by our allies, the Forsaken. When you enter the hinterlands, hunt the Witherbark Trolls, gather their skulls, and drive my pike into the ground at one of their smaller villages. For Watha or Zunwatha, show them their vile actions are of consequence. Alright, so we'll do that. Need some Wildkin Musek for testing the vessel. What's that all about? Locate the Wildkin, kill 10, and use the Music vessel to shrink and capture. Oh, so we gotta shrink them. These griffins are hostile to us as well. They're pretty tough. Your alliance, they're friendly with you, or they won't attack you. All right, so we have some quest items we need to use. There's Nimboya's Pike. We need 20 skulls. And then where's the shrinking device? Yeah, there it is. These wolves are a little dangerous too. Let's get a food buff going here. And the cool thing about Star Wars shows, like if they do well or they put out a good show, the games always people end up playing the games. Same thing happened with Fallout. Like, the Fallout show was good. And then people started playing Fallout 76 or just Fallout in general. Pretty cool how that happens. So a lot of people right now are supposedly playing Battlefront 2. We had like 7,000 players playing on Steam. You know, that's just Steam. You know, most people play on Origin, I believe. It's cool to see that. It's too bad they canceled 3. Star Wars Battlefront 3. What the heck can I use that? Invalid target. Oh, you can only use it on fallen ones? Can I use it now? Oh, okay. My bad. Let's go back to the corpses then. I thought I had to use it on them while they were living. Pretty long cooldown too. It's like 30 seconds. But yeah, they never came out with 3. I guess because they were worried it was not going to be a success. And the problem with Battlefront in general, like, the heroes are cool, but the problem with that game, like, I played it a bit, and what I noticed was some people are just way too good with the heroes. And what I mean by the heroes is, so the game's sort of like Battlefield, but you can get heroes in it. So you could be Luke Skywalker or Darth Vader. And some people are pretty good with those heroes, but some people are just terrible with them. So say like somebody who's good with the heroes on the other team gets, Darth Vader, and then somebody on your team gets Yoda, and they just instantly die with Yoda, then the other team just completely wrecks you with someone who actually knows how to play Darth Vader well. And it kind of ruins the game. You can watch YouTube videos of people getting like 199 or like hundreds of kills with like Darth Vader in Battlefront 2, or like any like Luke Skywalker, Maul, any of those heroes, right? Obi-Wan. They're pretty entertaining to watch. But it was a cool part of the game, but I think if they made it more like Battlefield, it would be better. Like without the heroes, it's more just like, the rebels against, against the Empire or the Imperials. Stormtroopers against the rebels. Be cool if it was like that. No heroes. Like, they could have some game modes where there's heroes, but I think it should be mostly focused around, the rebels versus the Empire. And be more like Battlefield, and it would be badass. But we'll see what they do. I think we'll probably see another Battlefront eventually, but maybe not. They canceled the last one, so you never know. I noticed that a lot when I played. Like, if there was someone on the other team that knew how to play a hero well, like, the game would just, you get wrecked. Your team would get annihilated. It's pretty rough. Because it's almost like, I don't know if you ever played Warcraft 3, but that's what it's like. You're like a grunt or a, you know what I mean? You're like a grunt or a peon, and this person comes in with like Arthas. It just wrecks you. And like, you can kill the heroes as players. It's just, you kind of need to like trap them. It's tough, but it can happen. if they don't know what they're doing. Let's bring this one back. Yeah, I like the hinterlands. Pretty cool spot. It's going to be a fun zone to level in for a little bit. Seem to be doing pretty damn well here. And that's cool. I think we got both there? No, only one. I was wondering if I stack them up and use the ability, would it count as a few, but I guess not. I had a lot of low levels dying today. Cool to see there's still, you know, people giving hardcore a try. Oh, look at that. Mithril deposit. Didn't even see that. This is a great place for mining and herbalism, too. The hinterlands. Great zone for this level where we're at. See, there's like a herb right up under the the ore right there. Pretty common to see people just running around in circles here, trying to level up their mining or herbalism. Okay, we got 7. And then we'll go back to focusing on the trolls. We need 20 skulls. We have 6. So not too bad. Usually an ore in here. And some trolls in here as well. Forget what's in here. Which I just get attacked and get wrecked. It's like a stealth giant wolf. I'm always a little weary of caves. It's also a good zone to stack up tender wolf meat for this stuff, the tender wolf steak. A lot of wolves in this zone. All right, so we need a few more wildkin. It's like this is where we can place the grim message. Yeah, we'll do fine here. Be good to get 51 here. As we get to like closer to 55, it becomes the game really opens up. You can pretty much go to almost every zone at that level. To watch out here, there's a lot of trolls inside here. Looks like we're sort of safe. A big crit there. Just need 11 more tusks. 10 more now. Drop rate seems pretty good. I think this is where we have to place the head. Little food crate over here. That's actually good to get for us. Can never have enough food as a warrior. And then a scalper just spawns on top of us. There's so many trolls here, though. We could probably be okay, even if he ran away. Hunter just died. Ripperoni. To a Shadow Forge tunneler in the Badlands. Going a little deep into Oldham in there. Yeah, we avoided Oldham. I think that was a smart move. Not really worth it for us. It's probably a smart move to avoid all the dungeons now, up to 60. Tempted to do Maradon, though, because I think we could probably do it. What did we get at level 52? Battle Shout 6, Intercept 3, and Shield Bash 3. Not bad. Battle Shout 6 is pretty good. 185 attack power instead of 138 for our party members. That's not bad. 50 more attack power for everybody. That'd be awesome with a melee cleave. Wind Fury weapon. Not really having much trouble with these trolls. Like, we're pretty much here at a perfect level. Surprised that we still get XP, even though we're like 10 levels above some of these guys. But we barely take any damage here. Feeling kind of safe. But if we pulled a bunch of these guys, like 6, we would probably get wrecked if we didn't have retail. Still need 4 more tusks. Keep clearing this spot out because this is where we're going to drop the pike. Yeah, we got like 30 hour grind here, I'd say. From where we are. It's one thing about WoW in general, it takes a long, it's like 200 hours to level a character, more or less. Between like 150 to 200 hours. It's quite the commitment to a game, you know what I mean? A lot of people play games for like, we'll play like a game for like 20, 30 hours, move on to the next one. I think that's one of the special things about the game is just how long it takes to get to max level. It's quite the journey. Okay, so we got the 20 skulls. Let's plan it. Hopefully we don't get wrecked here. Let's, I forget if we get attacked here or something like that, so we'll get a food buff. Just in case something bad happens. We'll run this way. But I think we'll be fine. Driving in boys laden pike. There we go. We have placed the grim message. So all we need now is we'll get the Violet Dragan and we'll get the last Wildkin. Supposedly there's like a quest here. Find, yeah, one of those escort ones. Not a big fan of those. Do we only need to plan it in one? Yeah, it's done. Yeah, we only need to plan it in one village. Alright, so let's get this last wildkin here. Then we'll get the Violet Trigan. And then we'll make our way to this troll island here. There we go, 10 out of 10. Over here, we got the burn the High Veil notes. Could do that. A little worried about this one. Because they're kind of tough, these elves. Not very kind. But we'll try it. We'll get it done. Might as well. We're out here. It looks like we're not the only one here, so it's probably a good time to do it. Other undead warriors here. Did he clear up to here? I hope so. I think the other two are inside the lodge. Yeah, we came here at the perfect time. Alright, so let's burn this. The High Veil report. Here we go. And the last two are in the lodge.
Hi.
Okay, so looks like we gotta fight our way in. And we'll start with you. I think he needs to do the same thing. But you never know. Actually, never mind. I always think undead players are rogues. He's a warrior. He can't stealth in. Supposedly a quest there as well. These guys are kind of tough. Tougher than the trolls. Let's, we'll bandage up here. Looks like he's... The warrior might be in there. Seen a high elf running that way. We'll do it the slow way. We'll go through the front door instead of the back door. And this is a, I think this is this quest here is also it's an escort. Not a fan of it, to be honest. It's the one I'm thinking of. I think you have to like bring them all the way back to the village or close to it. Or that could be the chicken. I think that's the robot chicken one. I think the Ringy one, you just got to get him out of here, which is not too bad. I think we could probably do that. Yeah, he was here. I don't see the report though. Is it here? Is there a report on the other side? So we need the High Veil notes and the High Veil records. See it on the ground there. Maybe it just has to spawn. We'll try it. And these mobs are also, you know, if you're Alliance, they're friendly. So the High Elves were friendly with the Alliance. And then the Blood Elves, they're friendly with the Horde. Even though I don't think the Blood Elves are really friendly with the Horde, they're just kind of like the Undead. It's just a convenient relationship, I guess you could say. Okay, so let's shoot this one. Pull them over here. Still waiting for those last records to spawn. I think they go there. Could be wrong. Did the other ones disappear when we burn them? Or were they them there? Maybe I'm just blind. Maybe they're... I don't know. See that guy running around a little bit. Alright, here he is. Rinji's trapped. Hey, Tauren, Rinji lost axe and was captured. Please help Rinji escape. We know that Tauren, like you, don't like Rinji's kind, but Rinji begs. Must get out of here. Got something for nice Tauren if he gets Rinji out of here. Rinji's hiding some secret at the Overlook Cliffs. It's another crappy spot. Let's see. Let's let Rinji lead the way. Rinji goes down, Rinji goes down. Where the heck is the reports? It's probably outside, I guess. Okay, let's see where... Oh, crap. Is that me? Okay, good. Fight that guy, Rinji. There you go. I wonder if Rinji gets the buffs I give. Sounds like that warrior's still out there. No, he doesn't get... Doesn't get battle shot, I don't think. No. I'll save bandage. We'll let our health just slowly make its way up. Eventually he'll get swarmed. Here they are. It's kind of rough. Go. Trying to help him here. Fairy fire on me. Kind of rough. Get up. Don't pull more. This one off of Rinji. There we go. Oh, I pulled another. Rinji's okay though. He'll be alright. This is the part that's kind of scary. After this, is not too bad. Pulled a little more than we should have. Because we haven't pulled off Rinji yet, we'll just taunt this guy. She's like half health. Alright, let's bandage up. Hopefully don't pull anything else. Pretty sure that's it. And then we'll try to get these high veil notes. It's gonna pull this wolf, I think. That's the trick to WoW escort quest. Just let the escort pull stuff. Looks like he's friendly with the owl beasts. Nope, never mind. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh. Never mind. Probably shouldn't have let him. He's probably gonna die. There we go. Now we're in a little bit of trouble. Could I just use... Getting hit pretty hard. Might just use Rethal. It was worth it. Let's get some food in us. Let Renji do his little walk. Should heal up. Yeah, there we go. Probably should have killed that owl beast before the next part. This next part could be rough though if he has to fight. If you have to fight more high owls. Like we don't have, you know, don't have retail anymore. Need to be a little bit careful. My gnome was looking out for us, though. That was nice of him. All right, there we go. Renji can see the road now. Travisine, Renji knows the way home. Renji will tell you a secret now. Travisine should go to the Overlook Cliffs. Renji hid something on the island there. You find it, you keep it. Don't tell no one that Renji talked to you. So that's a scary quest, guys. I don't really recommend doing it unless you have like a decent amount of cooldowns. You get ambushed pretty much when you're trying to get the loot. It's all the way over here. So where's that last? Oh, there it is. They're right there. Get this marksman. I don't think I ruined the quest for you guys there. It's just it's a hardcore playthrough, so I'm gonna warn you guys about stuff like that. Normally I wouldn't, you know, tell you about that, like what happens in a quest, but you have to watch out for that one. I don't even know if we'll do it. We might. We'll see. Could probably do it at level 50. It wouldn't be too bad. And go. We burn the High Veil notes. Yeah, we're clearing up quite a few quests today. Now we'll head down here. We'll get the Violet Trigan. And then we'll make our way all the way to this troll village on the coast. Yeah, maybe we'll do the Renji's Trap. If you do it with another person, it's really easy. But you could die there easily. If you're high enough level, though, you can... You know, they won't really pull right away. Because, you know, your aggro radius is pretty small, so they wouldn't see you, I guess you could say. So the level we're at could be fine. Like, we could probably take the treasure and just run away. Alright, so there we go. We got the Violet Trigan. And, yeah, we almost drowned. A little freaky. No, we didn't. Probably okay. Just want to make sure we got everything. That's from Tanaris, right? Yeah. And our hearth brings us back to Shadowbray Village. So we can turn these quests in pretty damn fast. I don't know why it says we don't have the Violet Trigan when we do. Oh. Hopefully we're okay here. We won't pull anymore. Gotta watch out when you pull one. Usually you should fight it, but if you do get knocked off your mount and you pull more than one, it can get a little rough. Like what we're doing here is a little dangerous. We'll eventually run into some stealth wolves in this area up here, so if we do get knocked off our mount, we probably should just fight. But we do have to be wary that we don't have retaliation anymore, so it's a little scary. I think we'll be fine. Got a carrot on a stick. Our mount's moving pretty fast. So we'll be able to hear the sound of stealth wolves coming up soon here. Yeah, you can sort of hear them. If you're on the road, it's pretty damn safe. There's a big, like, troll pyramid here. Oh, they're elites too, so you gotta watch out. This is where you start the... This is where you get the mallet. The Zul'Farrak mallet. That summons Gazrilla. Quite the quest to complete to get that done. See, there's the dogs I'm talking about, the Silvermane Stalkers. Oh, we pulled 2. Gotta fight, I guess. Right? Can we handle 2? I love how this is how, like, this has to happen to me. We'll be okay. I think. Probably going to be kind of rough. I'm missing. Got a health pot, so use the health pot. Give us an idea of how we're doing. We're doing okay. See how that can happen to you? It's dangerous, most dangerous part about this zone. That's why you got to get off and fight. The problem is we kept going a little bit and we were pulled 2. But we're safe. We got some tender wolf meat. That usually drops from these mobs. We'll have this harvest pumpkin, I guess. Then collect the meat. But yeah, that's an easy death there. But we could easily, you know, just drop target dummy and run. I was thinking about that, but we were okay. Only 2 mobs. It's not too bad as long as we have a health pot. And a level 60 mage just died. Jose Tom. Any tanks for Blackrock Depths died to General Drakislath in Blackrock Spire. That's sad. That's the last boss in that dungeon. Drops pretty good loot for mages. I'm trying to farm the helmet and the trinket from that boss on my mage. Probably got the... I assume he got the kiting roll. You're told to kite him. If you don't have a hunter, then usually they tell the mage to do it. And maybe he got caught and got just clapped by the boss. Do we have anything to turn in here? It doesn't look like it. All the quests we have to turn in seem to be in Tanaris or Fairless. Here we are, guys, at the Raventusk Village. This is the inn. I think we'll keep our hearths. On the other side of the world. Nice 2-handed sword. 30.2 damage per second. 11 intellect. 11 stamina for us. And the rest are pretty much quest items. Giant eggs, like maybe we could use those. Yeah, that's it, guys. We're at 50 gold, which means I think we can think 5 more gold and we can get dual spec. Might use the gold on that. Maybe we'll use it on more bag space in our bank. We'll see. But that is going to be the end of today's episode. I'm happy we survived here. Almost got wrecked by the stealth wolves. Didn't even see them. Next episode, we'll probably pick up a few quests here. And then hopefully we can survive tomorrow's quests. And then we'll probably make our way back and turn in all these other quests that we've been holding on to. That is going to be the end of today's episode, guys. As always, thanks for watching. Keep your heads up. Later.